Gimme.
Hey, it's Gimme. How you guys doing today? Give me just a second. We're still getting things set up here. All right, we're back. I took a little break. I don't think you guys even noticed, but yeah, it's been pretty tough lately, and things have just now kind of panned out a little. So I'll tell you all about it as we mess with the happy guests here. Hey, John Cena, first one in the chat. Good to see you, my homie. Let me see if I can get the music working.
Had to use bottled bell peppers as tomatoes with my pasta.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Replacing like the crushed tomatoes with red peppers. I'm interested. It actually doesn't sound very bad at all. And yes, thank you so much, John Cena. Your donos have finally made it possible. I have a new pair of shoes on my feet. I literally had to glue my shoes together, and then there were like I would tape them together. There was like tape and glue and everything holding my my shoes together, and I'm standing on these things for like 14 hours a day. So I mean, yeah, I needed those. Also, we got a new TV.
That's awesome, Gimme. Glad I could help you. Smiling face with hearts.
I carried this 32-inch TV in 95-degree heat all the way from Walmart, but man, it looks good. Yeah, I might have to adjust the settings a little because it looks a lot brighter on the live stream than on my TV. Like I have the settings adjusted for my TV, but when I look at the live stream, it's a little extra bright. So I think first thing I'm going to do is make a little workspace. I've got a lot of questions about these new Happy Ghast. So I figured we'd go ahead and try to answer some of those questions today. We got the starter chest, not that we need any of this stuff. I just like to see what it gives. You know, some oak. I mean, it's cool that it gives you wood, but I mean, there's oak trees all over the place. If it would have gave me like pale oak or something special like acacias. Oh wait, it gave me a single mangrove log. Still, that's a pretty crappy
I had to walk 30 mins
chest.
in 100-degree heat to my job to fill out a I-9 form and then 45 mins back because my bike broke.
Oh, John Cena, I know how that goes. So when I was living in like places like Ohio, there wasn't like public bus service. So, you know, I would have like a 2 hour commute to work, but that would be on foot, not on bus. And yeah, I used to walk hours to get to my job, and I'd already be like covered in sweat by the time I got there. And wait, why are you filling out an I-9 form for your job? Why not a W-2? What kind of scammy shit are they up to? So you fill out things like I-9s when you do things like uh, when you're self-employed. I-9s are for like my YouTube revenue. W-2s are for employers. Also, the I-9, they don't take the taxes out of your paycheck. You have to like manually calculate those taxes and pay them.
Yo,
Hey, it's the Milkman. Good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. The last couple of
if
days
you
have
also
been
have a YouTube, you can shout out your
absolutely
channel here. No
harrowing.
ban hammer if you do, we promise.
Man,
Relief face.
I was in so
Because
much
it's part
despair.
time, 15 hours a week, gonna be getting another second job onto of that.
Yeah, like my. So, last Saturday when we got the check from YouTube, I looked at my work schedule and I was missing an
On
entire
top,
day. Literally, like one third of my schedule was gone.
what's the
So,
scariest thing in the world?
losing my job. That's the scariest thing in the world. If I lose my job, I'm gonna have to check out. If I can't support myself,
A J asterisk B.
you know,
Taxes.
I'm
Nah.
just gonna have to dip out.
It's getting a J asterisk B.
Oh, really? I would think it would be losing your job. I'm way too old to be on the streets, you know? I've done it before a couple times in my life. I've been homeless. But yeah, I'm way too old to go through that right now. In fact, I've been trying to find some fentanyl. You know,
I'm
they say
gonna be
there's this
working two
big
jobs to pay rent,
fentanyl
face exhaling.
epidemic, but I tell you, I
You
can't
must
find
be
any.
brave getting a job.
I mean, that just seems like an easy way out, doesn't it? I mean, if it's as deadly as they say it is.
Jobs are scary. I'm 21, so yeah, it's either die or get a job.
You know, one of the biggest pieces of bullshit anybody has ever said in this world was money doesn't buy happiness. But you know what? Have you ever seen a motherfucker with no food and no shelter? How happy do they look? When you literally need food and shelter to survive, and the only way to get that is from money. It's like say, okay, you don't need money to be happy, but it's like you don't need to survive, I guess, is the I don't understand the saying. Money definitely buys happiness because it
Gimme.
lets you live. You literally die without it. If you just stop buying stuff, you won't make it. Uh, sorry, I got a little worked up there. And Spetzel, Spetzel Airsoft, is that how I say it? How you doing, homie? Good to see you in the chat. Airsoft's a lot of fun. I remember playing Airsoft with my little brothers.
Yee.
We had a lot of fun.
Still waffle.
Oh, it's Waffle. How you doing? Yeah, when you guys change your names, you gotta let me know. Okay, we got a bit of a work area here. We can try a few things out. Can we? Yeah, I think I saw a summon egg for the Happy Gas, so we can just make Happy Gas on command, I'm pretty sure.
Is this the realm?
No, I'm not on the realm. I'm just on a random world that I just made.
Public
And
realm asterisk.
yeah, this is the default settings too. Like these are the default visual settings now in Minecraft because I literally
Ugh.
just generated this world. There's no
Nice.
add-ons, there's nothing. I don't have like the realism FX pack or the advanced
I bought
lighting.
my
Like this
first
is
legal drink
all.
yesterday after the 100-degree walk. It's a bottle of Smirnoff vodka upside down face. Hit the like button to
Oh
show your
jeez.
support. Red heart smiling face with hearts.
Wow. Looking to go hard. Or straight off the bat. I can't say anything. The
Yer dow
first
dow dow
drink I
dow.
bought was a bottle of Jägermeister. Yeah.
Tacaman likes tacos.
So I used to drink a lot of Jägermeister in my 20s, and the thing is it would just make me like super violent. Like I would get into a
Hey,
fight like every night drinking Jägermeister, and they'd be like, "Where's Gimme? Oh, he's doing the Jaeger dance again."
hey, it's FL Music hyphen David Koronke, and
Hey,
welcome to the
David, how
live
you
stream.
doing?
Smiling face with sunglasses.
He's doing the Jaeger
Ah ha ha
dance.
ha.
Okay, yep, that's gotta be it. All right, Happy Ghast
Welcome
spawning.
I9N at FL Music hyphen David
So we can make
Koronke.
these guys.
Thanks
All
for
right,
tuning in.
they're just gonna
I've
fly
been
away
drinking
though.
hard since I was 18, but I finally can buy my own now.
Yeah, like we all drank when before we were 18 or before we were 21, right? Probably more than we should have. All right, so I got a couple of questions about these happy guests.
Hey,
Um, yeah, and honestly, if I would have known the
I am doing
science that
good.
I
I
know
just
now,
woke up 10 minutes ago.
I don't think I would
Grinning
have
face
drank
with
so
sweat.
much. Like if I knew
I've had a shot of Smirnoff
what
before.
it did, what it does to my organs, yeah. Because I drank too much when I was younger. My pancreas and my kidneys just shut down randomly sometimes. I have to take medication for it. I want to ride the Happy Gas. Oh, he doesn't have a harness. Okay, well first I want to see can we put him in a boat. Oh, he almost went in the
I
boat.
had half a bottle of Smirnoff in a single sitting, and boy was it not worth it.
Indeed, indeed. We used to do dumb shit when I was kids. Like we would each get a bottle of liquor, the same kind of liquor, and then we'd both chug the bottle, and then whoever didn't throw up won. Like drinking games like that. Edward 40 hands, you get two 40 ounces, and you duct tape them to each hand, and then the last person to not piss their pants wins.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, it's called Edward 40 hands. Yeah, oh, but the problem with Edward 40 hands is we tried to smoke a blunt and so we had like two fingers like not taped up so we could like hold a blunt at the same time. And the blunt rolled under the couch. And everybody's got 40 ounces taped to their hands. And it's like we can't move. We're having so much trouble like moving the couch that the carpet caught on fire. And the thing is, we have 40 ounces taped to our hands. We didn't think to use that to put out the fire. We're trying to figure out how to turn on the sink and shit with like 40 ounces taped to our hands. Not thinking
Rolling
that
on the
we could just
floor laughing.
turn them over and put out the fire. So yeah, that game can go horribly wrong. Okay, so maybe we need a harness. Yeah. Let's put a harness on this guy. Let's take him for a ride. Like, you can put a whole ghast in a boat. Can we put a happy ghast in a boat? Come on, just go up. No, go down. Good. I'm not good at flying these things yet. Yeah, I think third person view is probably best for. Alright, so let's get him on top of the boat. No, we're not on top of the boat.
It's 95 degrees RN hot face.
Nope. I don't think. Pardon me. I don't think you can put ghasts in the boats. But wait, let's get a regular ghast. A regular ghast still fit in a boat, am I right?
And I don't have an
No,
AC
they
unit.
don't. Okay. Yeah, it's 90. Oh, it got cooler here. It was 95 earlier. It went down to 93. I mean, I got my windows open. It's not that bad. Okay, so next question. How about minecarts? Let's get some power rails, some regular rails, some minecarts, some redstone blocks. Hold on, I gotta see what I'm doing here. Okay, yeah, if we just make like a little square track, it should work. Powered rails don't curve like regular rails. There we go. Wait, why did I do that? That goes there. We get another one right here.
I haven't even played on my
Ah.
computer in 3 days because it's so hot in my room.
Oh, that's awful. That is very unfortunate. For the first time today, for the first time in like 4 months or like 5 months, I watched something that wasn't on my phone. Like I only had one TV, so like I used it to play my PlayStation. If I want to watch something like a movie or a TV show or a YouTube video, I've had to watch everything on my phone.
Do you have a fan inside your house, John?
Yeah, I've got a really nice fan actually. It's doubles as a heater as well. So right now I've got the fan like next to the vent, so it's like blowing the air conditioning in here.
I have a box fan but it just moves hot air.
Right, right. I get that. All it does is blow the hot air right back at you.
Oh,
Yeah, when it gets that hot, I understand. It doesn't really, the fans don't help so much. Oh, Happy Guest is in a minecart. Okay, so now that I know the Happy Gas can fit in a minecart, this might be a better option than trying to tie this thing up with leads every time. I want to see if I can come up with like a parking spot for the Happy Gas, like where I can just like fly the Happy Gas somewhere, jump off, and it'll stay there. It won't like run around, but I need to be able to get on it and fly away too. So I can't make them, like, jump out or
I have a
anything.
white fan running in my room blowing cool air all night.
I'm looking backwards anyways. Oh, you can't stand on the Happy Ghast while it's moving in the minecart, huh?
Lucky.
Yeah, being outside right now is like being in an oven, even in the shade. And when I lived like up north in Ohio, it wasn't required for houses and apartments to have air conditioning because it's only hot for like a month or two out of the entire year. But when it's hot, it's like, mid 90s with like 100% humidity. In fact, I remember when I got my first apartment with air conditioning, and it was a two-bedroom apartment, and it only cost $500 a month, and it was so nice. In fact, Akron, Ohio, right now has the cheapest apartments available. If if you're looking for a house, I saw it on the news. They literally said Akron, Ohio, as the cheapest rents in the entire nation right now. How do I?
We can't
There
have
we go.
AC because the old as circuit breaker will trip if we turn it on.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that. That's pretty sketch.
Sounds like my sister have to move to Ohio then.
Well, you gotta realize there's a reason the rent is so cheap there, and a reason I haven't gone back there. That's where Mrs. Gimme is in Ohio. That's where we grew up. We were both born there. In fact, I was born at the same hospital as LeBron James and Stephen Curry. Used to watch LeBron back in high school. I got stories about him. He used to be kind of a dick. Okay, so we know the minecarts are gonna work to park our gas. We need something to like pop off that minecart and then collect it. Okay, so we've already got a design for an automatic minecart collection system. Let me build one of those out real quick to show you guys. And it's basically just a cactus. I need sand. Where's the sand at? Not using a texture pack. That's just the sand. Looks. I guess it's the shaders. Yeah, the lighting makes it look a bit more detailed, I think. All right. We also need a cactus. I know it's on this screen somewhere, right? Maybe. There it is. All right. Okay, so it's cactus, and then we need some hoppers, and we'll also need a dispenser, not a dropper. We'll need a dispenser. And it's literally that easy, I think, right? Because then we've got,
Hit the like button to show your support. Red heart smiling face with hearts.
I'll put a powered rail right there. We'll put some things right there. Right. So I'm thinking we can make a variation of this, maybe without the... Whoa, that redstone block glows in the
If you
dark
also
pretty
have a YouTube,
hardcore.
you can shout out your channel here. No ban hammer if you do, we promise. Relieved face.
Alright, so your minecart... Uh, I forgot to power that one too, shit. Oh no, that's not gonna work because the dropper's right there. Okay, there we go. I want to turn it to daytime, but damn, redstone looks so cool at night. Alright, so it ran into the cactus, broke the minecart, picked up by the hopper, put back into the dispenser. So now all you need is like a button, and then that'll dispense that minecart. Man,
Tackman likes
redstone looks so
tacos.
cool now. Yeah, that was hella dark, and that redstone was just like glowing super hard. Okay, so this is... Wait, we can actually just forget about all this here. We don't need any of that. It's this part here that we need to focus on. We need something that's gonna break the minecart that the ghast is sitting in, and then reset it so that when you come back, you can just land your ghast on the minecart and jump out. I feel like this is gonna be a much better solution than trying to use leads to tie it up to something. Because look, once you get off with this guy, good luck trying to get back on him if you didn't tie him up to something or lock him down. That was the biggest issue with these guys. Like, when you're not riding it, it's just all over the freaking place. Okay, so what if we use pistons instead of cacti? Cacti pusses. Sticky piston? Yeah, we'll want a sticky piston. I'm wondering if we can just shift that rail back and forth. We'll need a different... Well, yeah, we'll have an activation point somewhere. Okay, that just pushes it off the track. We might need to do something like this, maybe? There's no minecart in there, okay. Oh, but how's it gonna get picked up? Nope, it broke the cactus. Right, didn't see that coming. We might have to just drive the cart forward into the... Where's my freaking Happy Ghast? Alright. Hurting him on the cactus. Oh no, the cactus is killing him. Okay. All right, so that's not gonna work. I mean, we could put the cactus farther away and then just like drive into the cactus when we want, but it's gonna hurt the ghast is the problem. Can we come up with a system that's gonna pick up this minecart and redispense it without using a cactus? Hmm. Wait, let's try. Well, we tried moving the. Okay, that broke it, but how do we get it to go back into the dispenser? Button made it in there. Where'd the minecart even go? Okay, the minecart didn't break, it literally fell inside of the dispenser. Okay, so yeah, we've got a dispenser with a minecart. We might have to do something like this to try and pick up, once we figure out how to break this thing. Is there a break command? Maybe I could use a command to, because I don't want to, if I use kill add all entities item, modify it for just minecarts, where it just breaks all minecarts within like a 5 block radius or something. I don't think that's going to create an entity to be picked up. Uh, so you can do something like this: kill all E at all E for entities, and then you can put some brackets and say type equals, and we can just do minecarts. And then we can also, because we don't want to kill every minecart in the whole game, we'll do R, which means radius, and that radius will equal like, like I said, 5 blocks. Then we end that with another bracket. It did make it did make an entity. Okay. I can't look and okay, how are we gonna power this thing then? Because we'll probably need to have hoppers all around it, right? Maybe not. It picked it up. We're not gonna need that. Yeah, I feel like this could probably be all we need right here. And then when you get on the Happy Ghast, you're like way up here, so we'll need to put the button that you need to press to get the minecart up here somewhere. And then once it pops the minecart and you fly away, there'll be I guess, a slight delay, and then it'll pop another minecart out. Because you don't want to have to, like, push a button from the back of the Happy Gas to put another minecart out. I want another minecart to just pop out automatically, ready for you to fly onto. Right, just seeing how reliable this would be to pick them up. And yeah, it seems like it's picking them up every time. We don't need extra hoppers in the corners. So when you break an item, it goes in one of the cardinal directions, either north, south, east, or west. So I think that's going to be good enough. Okay, let's get an idea of how big this needs to be. Okay, I've got them trapped in the minecart. I let some other ghasts loose in this world. I don't know where they went though. Okay, he gets a purple hat. Okay, so we'll need something like this, right? And then we'll just have a button right here. And this button is going to pop that minecart and we're going to fly away. And as soon as we fly away, it's going to put another minecart out for us to... Yeah, that's going to work. Now go down. See, this is why we need the minecart to automatically come out. 'Cause that was kind of a pain in the butt. But all we need to do is take a redstone signal from right here on this block down to here to that dispenser, and that's all we need. Like, what would be the simplest way to bring a redstone signal down? I'm worried about double pulses if I use a bunch of observers. I think observers are probably going to be the most uh, space efficient way to do this. Yeah, and we're going to have to go down underneath these hoppers. And then if we just power that one block right there, that should activate our dispenser. Repeater, dust, dust, dust. Oh yeah, we'll have to put a command block in to delete the minecart. And we put a button on there. See, and because we're using observers, that's really easy to hide, that kind of redstone, because we'll probably want to put some kind of like fencing around this to make it look more like a parking spot. Maybe we'll do like a helipad kind of design in the middle. But let's go ahead and bust that minecart for now. I think we put the spacing perfectly because you got to be able to reach this button from sitting on the front of that ghast, and it had us like right here. Crap. Command block. There we go. Um, yeah, we can just put it like right there. We need a comma right here and a space. Impulse needs redstone. Yeah, I think that should be good enough. And then, yeah, we put a tick delay on that. Do we have... Do we have minecarts in there? Okay, it is full of minecarts. I think maybe we need more delay. I think maybe it's dispensing the cart and deleting it at the same time. Or no, we need to put a previous output on this. I don't know if this is actually working. Previous output, yeah, that is working. Is it not activating that redstone? I can't tell. It is not activating that redstone. That activated the redstone. That activated the redstone. Yeah, that double pulse is gonna get us because it's gonna be like, and we actually need a lot of delay on this. So maybe if we just put in enough delay, it's gonna be like close. There we go. I think that's it, right? We hit the button, we fly away, the next minecart comes out. Oh, that one didn't get picked up though. So we might have an issue where sometimes the minecart lands on the dispenser, but I don't feel like that's going to happen very often. Okay, so we're flying around in our nasty gasty. Oh, I'm gonna name one nasty ghast. Nasty gasty. Alright, so we fly down, we park them, we're good, we get off, go about our business. Oh, we want to take the Happy Ghast out, and that gives us enough time to fly away before the next minecart comes out. But if we had like walls and stuff around this, might be a different story. 'Cause, we want to make it look like a parking spot. So we'll probably want to do something like this. Wait, one, two, three, one. I think two should be enough. Right, he's like that big. Actually, we'll probably want to go all the way to here. I feel like the hard part is done already. I don't like this little bit of exposed redstone right there. We might figure out something different for that. Okay. And yeah, we didn't get caught by the second minecart. It seems to be working. No, that time we didn't get away in time. Okay, we want to fly up, so we... Oh, wait, is it putting the minecarts in my inventory instead of in the thing? Crap. Okay, if we can put some more delay on it, that would be better. But as of right now, I think that's a functioning way to park a Happy Ghast. So if we wanted to hide all this, what we would do is just put it behind here, right? And actually moving it farther back would let us hide that redstone a little bit better. And we could also put in another little bit of delay here. Yeah, I think that's gonna work out. Wait, no. Yeah, that's right. Put our dab of redstone on there. And we can get rid of these guys here. Is that not working? Oh, what did I mess up? I'm just out of minecarts, okay. Well, wait, it should be destroying that one and... Oh, wait, I moved it, so now I gotta make the... I moved it back one, so we gotta make that radius one more, I think. Ooh, it did. It's still double pulsing though. Okay, now it's putting two minecarts on here. I don't think it was doing that before. How do we normally deal with this? We get the double pulse from a freaking observer, and we have to turn it into a single pulse. We usually use a T flip-flop, I think. Oh wait, it seemed like it started messing up when we put the extra delay on there. Nope, that went twice too. See, we just killed one minecart, killed the second minecart. Well, we could always hope that the copper bulb could work. Been trying to find some use for this thing. Okay, so it doesn't work with a repeater. It doesn't pass on that redstone signal. I think we're gonna need a comparator right here. Hey, I think that worked. It's not destroying the minecart though. Yeah, now that's not getting power. You know what? Why not put it at the end right here? Oh crap. There we go. Oh, because it's gonna dispense the minecart before it destroys it. Ooh, that got rid of all of our delay that let us fly away though. That's what's happening right here. Yeah, we're gonna need it to be on this side. And we need a repeater. But having it this far away is gonna be an issue because if we want to put these next to each other, if we want to have like a row of these things, they're gonna have to not be a this can't affect the one next to it. So if that's like 7 blocks, we'd have to have 7 blocks in between each of these parking spaces if we do it that way. Alright, we'll try and put it right here. And that's one minecart. It's not double pulsing it. And even if the minecart gets pushed off center a little bit, it still actually works. I just don't know if that's going to be enough time to let you fly away in your Happy Ghast or not. I mean, technically, we could make as much room as we want underneath this. We could move this back to give us more of a delay. In fact, I think we might try that. Because then we can move this back a little bit. Because I think having it like 4 or 5 blocks away was perfect because these parking spaces are like 6 across. So I think it would be, if we move it back like one more, I think we could still have, a couple of them next to each other. Trying to make it tileable. Happy Ghast is looking happy. Alright. There's a couple other things I want to try out with these Happy Ghasts, but give me just 1 minute. I'll be right back. Man, the stream is dead. You know what? But you guys watch long enough to buy me a TV, so I appreciate that. You guys tune in, you hit that like button for me, and dip out. That's fine. Yeah, we definitely need more delay on this. Yeah, I think that one block of delay was probably enough. Just that extra 4 ticks from that repeater. Move that back there. Move this guy to here. Thank God for that predictive text. 'Cause it's actually faster than typing on a keyboard. Get rid of these guys here. Okay, make sure that's not gonna cause a problem. Well, it worked. He definitely had enough time to fly away. Okay, so we're parked. Ghast is parked. Now, maybe I need to be backing him in? No, because if you back him in, then you're not going to be able to hit the button. So when you park him, you're going to have to be facing the button. So we're not going to be able to just fly straight once we hit this button. We're going to have to fly off to the side or like straight up. Can I get him to go straight up? Yeah. Oh, you just hit the X button and you get this guy to go up. That's actually pretty good. Kind of happy with that. I'm happy with the Happy Ghast. All right, but we want to do something to make this look more like a parking spot. So I'm thinking maybe like iron bars on the side, maybe. And then we'll need some asphalt. I think the gray concrete works better as asphalt than the black concrete. I think the black is just a bit too dark, and this looks a bit more believable. Yeah, I've been kicking a lot of butt at that Skull and Bones game. That thing has had me hooked. Working on upgrading my pirate ship again. I got some pretty mega weapons too. You know, if you guys want to see more of the Skull and Bones, let me know, because those streams didn't do so well, even though that game is so much fun. Alright, and we don't want it to be too high on the sides. So we want to be able to fly out of here pretty quick. Could maybe put some slabs on top of here. Hmm. Yeah, the problem is it's right there in the middle. I was gonna try and do like a helipad kind of emblem, like put an H there, but I don't think it'll work. Might be able to put like the dotted line in the middle of the road. I don't know if that looks good either. Or what about the double yellow? Moved my minecart. That's perfect. That is actually pretty good. Don't know what I want to make this back wall out of, though. Maybe some iron blocks. That redstone glowing down there looks so cool. Alright, so yeah, this is gonna be a lot better than... Like, we were working on this the last Minecraft live stream, but we were in survival mode. We really didn't have a good idea of how to make this work. But this is definitely much better than trying to catch these damn things with the leads and trying to, like, put the lead down in the ground so it stays, like, towards the... Like, look at it. It's right there. That is exactly what we need for the ghasts. Man, I don't know what to do now. Go back to the realm and build it on the realm? I still think we could do a bit more, some kind of decoration, you know, like maybe some street lights or something. Yeah. Alright, alright. Well, we'll probably want to put something more obvious right here. Got some cool reflections on the water right now. That's nice. Yeah, this worked out better than I thought it would. Because I've been thinking about whether you could catch these Happy Ghast in minecarts or in boats. Pretty sure you can put ghasts in boats. I thought that was a thing, but maybe it's just minecarts. Alright guys, yeah, just a short little tutorial today, doing a little bit of redstone. But I did want to go live just to let everybody know I'm doing okay, because I've been going through some, it's been pretty rough the past few days. But, yeah. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure to hit a like and a subscribe, and as always, I'll see ya when I see ya. Later, taters.